Hey everybody, welcome to Wing Watchers Aviation. Well, today instead of watching airplanes, I'm going to fly them. I'm pursuing my instrument rating, and today is my long cross country. And I just want to take you along for the ride. Stay tuned.
Stream proceed westbound between
we're
the
going to
parallel
get clearance.
taxiways. I'll call your turn to the northwest.
I understand white turbulence, and we'll go between parallel.
3.1.
All right, I got that dialed in for you up there.
Contact
All right.
departure.
07, thank you. Runway 26 right, taxi via Alpha Charlie
So
Echo.
just clearance to...
Looking for clearance to Paducah.
Okay. Spirit clearance or...
Spirit clearance.
Spirit clearance, Cessna 51163, looking for clearance to Paducah.
Cessna 51163, Spirit clearance cleared to the Papa Alpha Hotel Airport. As filed, maintain 2,500. Expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.5. Squawk 1734.
As filed to 7,010?
Yep.
All right, 26.5, 1734. Cleared as filed. Altitude is 2,500. Expect 7,010. Frequency is 126.5, and we're going to squawk 1734 for 51163.
Cessna 163, read back correct.
All right.
I really should have had that open before I
Yep.
called that. All right, 1734.
Yep.
The transponder code
1734.
1734
We're good.
showing. Okay.
Everything else will cycle. All right. Let's go ahead and get the lights on and get rolling.
All right.
So we'll call
Close ground.
121.7.
Yeah. Spirit ground, Cessna 51163, rated taxi to 26 right. With the information whiskey, 51163.
Cessna 163, Spirit ground, runway 26 right, taxi via Echo.
Taxi via Echo, 51163. Look at that Grumman.
Yeah.
That guy's got to replace the wings on that.
Probably as long as it's been sitting.
Tail damage.
That too.
All right, we're all clear over here. We get down to the end of the runway. I'm going to set us up for success. We're going to have 126.5 on the frequency.
And ground, Grumman 131 uniform, clear the runway. Wanting to taxi to the condos.
31 uniform, roger. Taxi to the condo T's via Delta Alpha.
Delta Alpha to the condos, 31 uniform.
All right, I'll go ahead and throw tower up there for you. Right, slowing down.
Hate that.
All right, so selector valve both, shut off valve in, flaps are up, mixture will come rich. Lights, let's go ahead and turn those on, all of them.
It's on NAS and strobes.
Yep, and ready to call tower.
All right, altitude, initial altitude was 2,500. Let's go ahead and set that up. 5.
Tower's already in there.
All
I
right.
switched it.
Okay.
So we want 126.5.
And we're going to go for altitude is 2,500.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and call 12465. We're ready to take off.
Sky 305 Romeo Sierra, wind 180 at 5, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, 26 right. 5 Romeo Sierra.
Spirit Tower, Cessna 50163 at 26 right, ready to go.
Sky 51163, Spirit Tower, good afternoon, working on your IFR release.
Good afternoon, waiting for IFR release, 50163.
Mid Tower, we do have that Cessna product in sight. We're just below it, turning around. 6 Rob, Echo Roger.
I'm going to bump this up just a touch for the electrics.
Sky 51163, wind 1805, turn left heading 210, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 210 on the heading, 51163.
26 right, 50163.
November 8707 will be ready at 26 right. Citation 8707 Spirit Tower, good morning. Waiting departing traffic. I'll be rolling in just a moment. Roger, thank you. Citation 8707, the preceding traffic will be southwestbound. I do have additional traffic 5 northwest of the field. That'll be southbound. They're at 3,500, talking to approach. Fly runway heading, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff. We'll be looking for traffic, fly runway heading, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff, November 8707. Sky 51163, contact St. Louis departure and have a great flight.
Contact St. Louis departure, you have a great one as well, 51163.
Three 0546, squawk 4637. 4637, 546.
St. Louis departure, Cessna 50163, right off Spirit at 1,400 for 2,500.
Air 50163, St. Louis departure, radar contact, turn left, heading 160, maintain 5,000.
5,000 and 160 on the heading, 51163.
Departure November 8707, 1,600, climbing 3,000 on runway heading. 8707, St. Louis departure, radar contact, turn left heading 210. Left to 210, 8707. Air 50163, heading 140.
Heading 140, 51163. Main, I'm at 14. There we go.
Air 61 Whiskey, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles, citation 2,400 for 3,000.
All right, so what modes do we have active on the autopilot?
Negative
Right
contact,
now,
we're looking at 3461 Whiskey.
Roll, but I'm going to hit the autopilot.
Station
Alright, so let's hit
707,
heading.
climb and maintain 5,000.
Okay, heading.
Under 5,000, 707.
All right, and then flight level
Traffic in
change.
sight for 3461 Whiskey. Thank you, I'll be climbing above you.
All right, there you go. It'll do the rest.
Alrighty.
Station 8707, contact departure 128.1. 28.1, good day, 707.
All right, now this is something we should have done on the ground, was set up the flight plan in here on the system, but I got it in here. So I have it going direct to Arnold, and then that's where we'll pick up the airway.
Alright.
Sorry, I missed that. Say again. And what's the call sign of person requesting flight following?
Oh, 0.1.
There it is.
Air 751 Sierra Echo got it that time. Squawk 1200, change to advisory is approved, radar services terminated.
All right, so we're headed out to Paducah, Kentucky.
All right, let's run our climb checklist real quick.
Climb checklist.
While we're in the area.
All right, before takeoff, normal short field. Route climb, airspeed 70 to 85 knots. We're at 76 knots. Auto's full, mixture's rich, and ice instruments and monitor, lights are required. So everything is good. I'm going to kill the landing and taxi.
30546, contact Mizzou approach 124.37.
All right, en route climb, check complete. Our cruise checklist, we're going to make it back to about 2,500. Well, about 2,400.
It'll change when we level out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Mixture lean.
Have you ever done the lean feature in the G1000?
I have not.
I'll show you that today. It's kind of cool. So instead of watching the EGT and then, there it is, this will tell you which one's going to be the hottest cylinder, and it'll show you 50 degrees for your peak.
Okay.
So it's actually a pretty good system.
1,000 feet to go.
Another thing, when we're IFR, airspace kind of ceases to matter. I mean, obviously the Bravo is important still.
Cardinal 46.
They know where we're going and they're providing our route.
230, intercept 26 right, final approach course.
So it kind of ceases to...
Career check 466, depart Cardinal, heading 230, intercept 26 right, final approach course.
Expecting issue Southwest 233.
Test 2714, contact Kansas City Center on 134.5. Good morning.
Los Angeles departure, Cessna 51163, at 4,600 for 5,000, heading 140.
South 2249, Kansas City Center, 128.35. Good morning.
2835, Southwest 2249.
Southwest 2714, Kansas City Center on 134.5. South 3584, turn left direct Worley.
3584, direct Worley.
Cirrus 1 Juliet Kilo, contact Kansas City Center on 124.3. Good morning. Southwest 233, climb and maintain 15,000.
Yep, 15,000, Southwest 233.
St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 51163, level 5,000.
Skyhawk 51163, St. Louis departure, climb and maintain 7,000.
I maintain 7,000, 51163. Let's go ahead and initiate that climb. Oh, let's back this off. Overrun the engine here. And we're going to set up altitude 7,000. I'm going to do a flight level change.
Today's 9th Romeo Mike, St. Louis approach with turn, expect the visual approach, runway 26 right.
That's bringing
Station Manager, South Bravo Delta, St. Louis approach, plan runway 12 right.
Wrong way. There we go.
Southwest 2714 approach.
It doesn't really want to move a little.
14, go.
Southwest 2714, I thought I'd gotten you twice there. Contact Kansas City Center on 134.5.
34.5, we'll see ya.
South 233, turn left direct to Vichy and contact Kansas City Center on 128.35.
2835 going direct Vichy, Southwest 233.
Southwest 3584, contact Kansas City Center on 134.5. Digit 575, challenge approach, back to visual approach, runway 26 right. Southwest 3584, contact Kansas City Center on 134.5.
I missed the first, Southwest 3584.
Southwest 3584, contact Kansas City Center on 134.5.
345, Southwest 3584, thanks.
A little out of coordination here, so I put a little right rudder.
All right. Yeah, once we get in cruise, you'll need left rudder. Because this one's a little crooked.
Right.
Approach November 253 Whiskey Papa, 8000.
Skyline 253 Whiskey Papa, St. Louis approach, St. Louis altimeter 29904.
2994, St. Louis 23 Whiskey Papa.
All right, we're approaching Paducah. We're going to do the POR runway 2, Berkeley Regional. And those holes close right up.
Hammer 36 Alpha, from the weather I'm depicting, it looks like your present route's pretty clear until about 30 miles, and that weather may move off by the time you get there.
Breaking up a little bit, but it sounds like clear for about 30 miles and breaking up. The weather is breaking up at that area for 36 Alpha.
36 Alpha, that's correct. It's just some small cells off your 12 to 1 o'clock in about 35 miles, about 5 miles in that area. You might have to deviate slightly to the west.
So we're dealing with,
So far we've been in and out of them, and
Well, this isn't necessarily
a little bit of
scale.
rain on the windshield, but things have been relatively smooth. 36 Alpha.
Number 163, clear direct updraft for the VOR 23.
Cleared updraft for the VOR 23, 51163.
Number 163, descend pilot's discretion, maintain 3,500.
Descend pilot's discretion, 3,500, 51163. All right, so let's go ahead and descend.
So that's pilot's discretion, meaning we don't have to descend right yet.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get going there
Number
first.
425 Delta Bravo, radar search made, contact Cape Tower Tower 125.52. Have a good day.
Over tower, 1552, 5 Delta Bravo.
Yep.
Richard 5601, Economist Center 135.5.
Got direct updraft already set.
Yep, because you activated the approach.
Okay. So now we can do vertical speed, or we're just going to wait a little.
Let's wait a little bit.
All right.
Because that would probably put us right in the middle of all this.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So if we can hang out up here a little bit.
All right, initial approach picks up, Jeff. We've got 43 miles.
Aircraft connection at 60 Center about until 17550 from Missouri, Arkansas, flight surface from Uzi.
I got about half a tank.
Yeah.
Fill up when we get there.
We could fill up at Paducah.
Number
if you
36
wanted to.
Alpha, change my frequency 134.65.
3465, 36 Alpha.
Go down our altitude so I wouldn't forget it.
All right.
On this discussion of 3,000.
Center, my color, altimeter 3003.
All right, descent checklist. See, powers, mixture desired. Let's go ahead and turn on these lights.
All right.
Altimeter set, we did that. Nav, GPS set, radio set, we've done that. Fuel selection valves on both. And taxi, landing lights are on, wing flaps as desired.
Alrighty.
And
Number 6 time pop, Cape Girardeau, 12 o'clock, and about 10 miles, important site.
for IFR. Oh, okay.
Okay, temporarily IMC, alcohol field secondarily.
Others, we checked that. We got the brief the
And number 6
approach
time pop,
already.
if you need the RNAV, it's
Nav source.
I can just figure you off.
We'll check that here.
Now I think there's just a check between me and Ed, 6 9 Papa.
Oh boy. Okay.
Thank you, GFC 700.
Right.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go.
And here's another one.
Yep.
Number 36 Alpha, Continental Center 124.35.
Ooh. It's actually on as turbulent as I thought they would be.
Not terrible. And again, the autopilot does a good job of soaking up bumps.
Memphis 6 9 Papa, field insight.
6 9 Papa,
So now the airport should be kind of off over here somewhere.
Cape Girardeau Tower 125.52. Have a good day.
Clear 28 over the tower, 6 9 Papa.
Ooh, you can just feel the humidity.
Yeah.
Roger, yeah, that's the last cell that I'm depicting as well.
There's the turbulence.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to back it down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. And there's 25. Now we'll bring it back up for you. There we go. Because we also don't want to be screaming while we're trying to do the approach.
Right.
Even though it is a 20 dB field, I don't think that's our airport, because ours is going to be on the other side of the river.
Okay.
So yeah, you see here on the map, it's on the other side of the river.
Okay.
Which, that's another thing. Technically, this is the VFR map. If I do that and turn the topographic map off, technically this is the IFR map.
Huh.
But I like having it on,
Me too.
because it's kind of cool. So, alright. Mixture. Let's see, how are we doing? It's a little bit warm, we'll bring it rich.
What do we want to keep these temperatures at?
Technically, there's no height. It's cylinder head temperature is the one we want to worry about.
Okay.
Which I think is like 450, 500. It can get pretty warm and be okay. EGT, that's just exhaust gases.
Huh?
So, Actually, I'm just going to go rich.
Yeah.
Might as well.
All right, we got our before landing checklist out the way.
Alrighty. And
Oh, right position. Secure and lock. Fuel selector valve low. Mixture rich. Autopilot is off. We'll turn it off when we get closer to the air.
yep.
Everything was smooth until...
Well, yeah, I mean, we get below them. That's why the instrument rating is so good, is because imagine trying to do this. You're going from St. Louis to...
Right, anywhere.
Well, I don't know where you'd want to go, but, you know...
Indiana or...
Indianapolis, Chicago, maybe Nashville.
Yep.
Anywhere under this at 2,500 feet, and then you just get beat up the whole time. Now, I wouldn't go today with these thunderheads, but still, you know, things like that. So, all right, we're about 4 miles from Jeff, so I'll go ahead and throw those foggles on, so that way log this approach, which, lucky you get to log it, I don't. If we were in the clouds between now, or if there was a cloud layer just below us until spent at 2100, then I could log it. So,
all right, foggles are on.
Enjoy. So now what we could do, I'm going to go ahead and click this guy, PFD. I'm going to turn bearing 2 on for CNG, which is the Paducah VOR, which is Cunningham. So let's go ahead and identify that while we're at it. That sounds about right to me.
Yep.
Alrighty. Nav 2 for sure is working, and we'll try Nav 1 just for grins.
November 0 Delta Tango, contact Evansville approach 127.35.
Over to Evansville approach on 27.35 for 410 Tango. Have a good day.
Alrighty, that one works too. Alright, so we've got our VORs identified, so when we switch over, we're good to go there. We'll run it on GPS during this part until we get to spent. Then pretty much we'll go let's do this. In between Asuki and spent, we'll click over to the green needle and follow that inbound.
Okay, and that's going to be your CDI.
Correct, yes. We have a summer intern at Elite. He was saying that his class voted, it was something aviation related, and they voted electronic avionics as probably the greatest innovation when it comes to aviation.
I mean, it is an engine technology.
Yeah.
Okay, turn left, 3 seconds.
And here we are on the arc. Now notice this is going to keep us at about 20.6. Yeah, we'll back that down just a little bit.
Number 3 Quebec, are you at direct Holly now?
And the arc is going to go...
Yep, just kind of a gentle curve over towards Isuki.
I think the second most innovative thing was the electronic flight bag.
I have to agree. But definitely these guys, mainly the HSI. That's for me I'll go anywhere as long as I have some form of an HSI.
Quebec, contact Memphis approach 125.8.
All right.
See everyone.
I see you got tower up there already.
Clear up, one approved, and holding approved. Thank you.
There's a little bit of something. A bump at about 100 knots will slow down to 90 towards after Asuki.
Alrighty.
But you don't feel it turning, and then it's just kind of a gradual.
Yeah. It's also anticipating the wind. Right now we've got a southerly wind, so it's probably going to hold this heading for a little bit, and then as we get a little bit further east of here, it's going to swing us around even more. Because if we were doing it by hand, that's how we'd do it.
There 490 at Mr. Low, climbing table 230. There 490, it should be above it, but beginning at your 12 o'clock, and about 40 miles, and extending for about the next 80 miles or so. Some categories of moderate, heavy, and extreme precipitation. Tops estimated around 12,000 or so.
On a day like today, towards Chicago, you said, stay home.
What's that?
Said on a day like today, towards Chicago, you probably would have said, I'm going to stay home. Or to do it VFR, you stay, yeah.
Oh, if I'm going up to Chicago VFR, no. I'd much prefer going IFR anywhere near Chicago, just as busy as it is.
Yeah.
Chicago IFR and with a competent autopilot like this one.
Yeah. So, I did my Form 5. You had to do unusual attitudes.
Yeah.
And he had me put my head on my shoulder, close my eyes, and then turn the airplane.
Yep.
I mean, I like that way better than doing this with your eyes just closed.
Yep.
And head down. I was like, oh, man, I was way disoriented. I was like, holy crap.
Yep. That's what I like to do, is have you do that, because now it gets your head off kilter. So what you think is straight up and down is actually crooked. So you're already wrong.
Right.
So it makes whatever I do with the airplane even worse.
15601, Met Center.
I'll tell you, one time
And there 4908,
in the Baron, I was doing unusual attitudes with my instructor. It had me feeling like I was shaking like a bobble. I was the most disoriented I've ever been.
Number 15671.
Alright, working our way around. 8 miles to Isuki.
Number 15601, Center low radar contact 5 miles south of Blytheville. Stay current altitude.
Also, when we switch the CDI, it's going to get mad and kick off the navigation for the GPS. So when we go inbound, we'll have the heading set up, which should be about 221. So I'll go ahead and bring that over here.
15671, cleared, direct Jimin.
Oh no, I guess it doesn't like it when you switch CEIs in nav mode.
Yeah, because now it's got to find
Denver
the
490,
VOR signal
center 135.
and go, wait a minute, which is going on here?
Right.
So.
15671, contact miss, center 120.07.
These are things I did not know about the G1000. Oh, and it's in a situation like this, you know, cross country where you're.
It's a robust little system, and by little I mean big. You know, there's a lot that goes into these guys. There's 13 LRUs, line replaceable units, for this airplane alone.
Oh, wow.
We may or may not have the data link. I think we have the data link. It just doesn't work.
Oh,
because we'd be able to receive traffic and weather on here, but I don't think it works because we can check that.
15601, try them again and call maintain 5,000 for now.
Yeah, GDL 69. Yeah. Oh. We've got it, it just doesn't work.
Figures right. Putting this on a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Be real interesting.
I tried to do I did an approach the other day in 305 Romeo Sierra, which is a 6-pack. I missed the G1000 so much.
Oh yeah. But you remember, I started with the 6-pack.
Yeah.
Number 511 at 63, just some scattered areas of moderate precipitation in the Paducah area. Most of it's moved off to the east, but let me know if you need deviations.
Will do. I would let you know. 51163, thanks.
I think I see it way off in the distance. We'll be okay. Because the airport's off our right wing, so we'll be fine.
Memphis Center, Commander 1102, Juliet, IFR request.
Commander 1102, Juliet, Memphis Center, Spark 1665.
1665 for Commander 1102, Juliet.
Well, the traffic ahead of us, it's a helicopter down low.
Yeah, 1400.
Yep, I see him.
So one of us does.
Number 68 Kilo, 2 Memphis Center, Dars, Broad Hammer 3002. Commander 1102, Juliet, radar contact 5 miles north of the Malden, or Dexter Airport. Say current altitude, type commander, and destination.
Sir, I'm a Commander 112, Charlie 11, 4,500, and I'd like 4,500 to Spirit, Sierra, Uniform Sierra.
Roger, is the Commander 112 an AC 112 or an AC 12?
AC 11, AC 11, sir.
Oh, roger, AC 11. Medevac 44, Mike, where are you taking in? Medevac 44, Mike, climbing level 230.
All right.
And number 02, Juliet, Cape Girardeau, altimeter 2998.
2998 on the altimeter, 02 Juliet.
Okay, so our tower call would be Paducah Tower, Cessna 51163 on the VOR for 23. Okay.
That's it. Okay. All right, so now we're about 9 miles to spend. We're past Daisuke, so let's go ahead and
landing, initial approach fix, weather, we got it.
Yep.
Okay. 3 nautical miles before final, which we're not.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting close.
So, right, upright position, fuel seats secured and locked, fuel selector on both. Landing taxi lights are on. and we are still in a...
So rather than do approach mode, because being a non-precision VOR approach,
44, Mike,
not a whole lot we can do.
Be on top of it, but at the beginning of your 12 o'clock in about 30 miles.
Very well.
Scattered cells at Mars
So
having
let's use heading mode.
On your flight about the next 100 miles or so.
I've got it already queued up, so let's go ahead and click heading. And then go ahead and swap your CDI. I'm actually going to do that. That way we can keep the track.
November 51163, radar service terminating contact at Paducah Tower 100.6. Have a good day.
Contact tower on 119.6. Good day. Paducah Tower, Cessna 51163 on the VOR 23, Paducah.
Cessna 51163, Paducah Tower. Winds are variable at 3, altimeter 29er, 907, and of course, spent inbound.
What do you say?
A report spent inbound.
We will report spent inbound, 51163.
So 2997. Oops.
How do these guys talk fast?
Alrighty. So now, here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to use the heading bug to keep that purple diamond on the arrowhead. So we need to come a little bit more out this way. So try that, see what that does for us. Now, nav mode would follow it. So actually try that. Try approach mode, APR. See what that does. Yeah, that's got it.
Alright.
So it's captured the VOR, and it's just going to track it inbound.
Yeah, it's getting ready to get the back on the radio.
Yep.
We hit play. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I tried it, but it was a little bit too light of a press.
All right.
The thing is trying.
Nito?
I might just have you do it by hand. Or heading mode, rather.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Let's go heading mode. Yeah, let's do that. So keep the heading where it's at.
All right.
So it's going to jump back across, re-intercept. And there we go.
Yeah, that wind is beating it up.
Yeah, it's only 7 knots. This is a pretty good wind correction angle.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 miles from Spent.
Miles from Spence. All right, we already did that.
So we'll power back here in just a moment.
Yeah. We're 860 for 860 feet is our
Yep.
minimum.
And then at Spent, we can start coming down.
At Spent, we come down to, start descending.
Yep. 6.2 from CNG here is our visual descent point. So anything past that, we can keep descending.
Okay.
Don't need to stop. So, but since we're doing it simulated, then yeah, we'll keep going. Alrighty, 1 mile from Spent.
I will report Spent.
So let's go ahead and start pulling some of that power back, start getting her set up.
All right.
Because at Spent is where we want to pop our flaps. You can change that to friction lock, I just have it tight. don't need me to make those changes. You can do it. All right.
Okay, we're at about 90 knots.
Yep.
And we'll go ahead and report spent.
Alrighty.
Paducah Tower, Cessna 51163 at spent.
Cessna 163, runway 23, clear for the option. Did center give you climb out?
Clear for the option, runway 23. We'll be full stop at for 51163.
Okay, roger that.
All right, and 10 degrees of flaps.
Yep. So all right, now let's go ahead and
Drop pilot off.
all right. And yeah, let's throttle back a little bit.
Follow the flight director.
Yep. So the flight director is going to keep you up here, so I'm going to bring you down to minimums.
Okay.
I'm going to tell it to bring you down at about 80 knots. I'll go ahead and pull that throttle back, say about 1700.
Yeah.
That's a good 10 degrees of flaps, 80 knots. Descent. Alrighty.
And we got that. Make sure we're on that. All right, we are on the radio.
Up, shifting a little to the right. Let's pull some power back a little bit more. A little bit more.
1700.
There we go. I got that set to your nav.
Director's a wonderful thing.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. Throttle back a little bit more. And you need to turn right. Remember where that wind is coming from.
Right.
Alright, let's bring power back to about 1400. There we go. Alright, so we're past the visual descent point. Let's go ahead and just bring power all the way to idle. We're pretty high actually. Alrighty.
And
there we go. High flight controls, throttles off.
Minimums.
oh, drop.
A little bit high. So let's get it below 85. There's 85. Ready for flaps?
Flaps.
Flaps 20. Want 30 or keep it 20?
30.
30 flaps. Power idle. Here we go. Nice. Okay. So if we can get her stopped, we can probably hop off to the right here at Whiskey.
And And Cessna 163, you can turn right on Whiskey, then taxi Whiskey Foxtrot, cross runway 14 to the ramp, and remain this frequency.
Whiskey Foxtrot, cross 14, remain this frequency, Cessna 51163.
All right.
I was going to go left.
The terminal that we want's over here.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Just back a little bit.
Okay, so we're back. That was about a 3.5, almost 4-hour flight. In case you haven't noticed, there were some technical difficulties. Both cameras, lost power in flight. The batteries went dead, plain and simple. So I'm gonna have to invest in some extended time batteries for the GoPros. But hopefully the flight was entertaining and I hope you enjoyed it. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and hit the like and subscribe button and have a great day.